All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about something I think we all feel: how to get your focus back in a world that seems built to, well, steal it. We're going to explore how to get out of these digital traps that just leave you feeling totally drained and instead build a life that feels genuinely satisfying, one you can be proud of. So let's dive in. You know that feeling, right? You get to the end of the day, you look back, and you just wonder, where did the time even go? You felt busy. You were definitely scrolling, you were clicking, but nothing really important got done. And you end up feeling lazy, maybe even like you're just not cut out for this. It's an awful and honestly super common feeling. But what if I told you that you're not lazy? Seriously, what if the problem isn't you at all? The big idea we're digging into today is this: your brain isn't broken. It's just been trained. It's been caught in a really well-designed trap that's engineered to keep you wanting more while leaving you with less. And this trap, it actually has a name. It's called the dopamine trap. You can think of this as the villain of our story. It's this whole neurological cycle that's behind so much of our distraction these days. So what even is dopamine? You've probably heard the term thrown around. It's basically the brain's reward chemical. You know, you get a notification, you see a funny video, you win a level in a game, boom, you get a little hit of dopamine. It's the hormone of instant gratification. It's a super quick, temporary high that feels good for a second. But here's the catch: the hidden cost. The more of these easy, tiny dopamine hits we get, the more our brain just gets used to them. It's called the desensitization effect. Your brain starts needing faster, louder, more intense rewards just to feel anything. And all of a sudden, those quiet, focused things, like reading a book or really digging into a project, they feel impossibly boring. And this effect, it doesn't just make you feel bored. It actually pulls you into this really powerful downward spiral. They call it the consumption loop. Okay, so here's how this vicious cycle works. You feel a little bit empty or maybe just bored, so you reach for a quick hit, a scroll through your feed. You get that little dopamine spark, but it fades almost instantly and it leaves you feeling even emptier than when you started. So what do? You reach for another hit. It's this loop that just saps your energy and your willpower, and it keeps you completely stuck. But listen, it doesn't have to be this way. Not at all. There's a much more powerful, way more fulfilling reward system that's already built right into our biology. It's time we met the hero of our story, the endorphin alternative. Now, endorphins are a totally different animal. They don't show up after a quick click. No way. They're released after you put in sustained effort. Think about that feeling after a really tough workout, or when you finally finish a difficult project, or you solve a problem you've been wrestling with. That deep, lasting sense of strength, of calm, of real pride. Yeah, that's endorphins. So here's the critical difference, the thing you have to remember. Dopamine makes you crave the next hit, but endorphins, they make you crave the person you are becoming. It's not about chasing a fleeting feeling anymore. It's about actually building a stronger, more capable version of yourself. And look, this isn't just some nice-sounding idea. It's a real strategy that some of the most successful people on the planet use. I mean, think about it. Warren Buffett spends hours every single day just reading dense reports. And the biggest irony? Tech pioneers, guys like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, were famously strict about limiting how much screen time their own kids got. They knew the danger, and they understood the incredible value of deep, uninterrupted focus. See, making this choice doesn't just help you escape that downward spiral. It actually creates an upward one. Instead of that draining consumption loop, choosing endorphins puts you into what we can call the growth loop. The choice really boils down to this. It's so clear when you see it side by side. On one hand, you've got the fast loop, powered by dopamine. The reward is instant, the feeling is a quick jolt of excitement, but the outcome? Emptiness. On the other hand, you have the slow loop, powered by endorphins. The reward is delayed, you have to work for it. The feeling is a deep sense of calm, and the outcome is lasting, genuine pride. So, okay, the choice seems obvious, right? But how do we actually do it? How do we break free from that fast loop and start building the slow loop in our own lives? Well, it really comes down to 3 clear, totally doable strategies. First up, be more patient. Seriously, the next time you feel that itch to switch tasks or grab your phone, just wait. Try to sit with that feeling of boredom for just a minute longer than you want to. Second, do what others avoid. Real success comes from doing the boring but essential work over and over. You repeat those tasks until they stop being just things you do and they become part of who you are. And finally, number 3, You have to consciously choose the slow loop. Make it a priority to do things that give you that endorphin reward. Go for a run, learn a new skill, read a book, have a real conversation. And really, that brings us to the final, most important point. The dopamine fast loop is easy. It's passive. It's the path of least resistance. The endorphin slow loop? Well, that takes effort. It's an active choice you have to make every day. But that's the loop that actually builds you into someone stronger. So the real question we're left with is right here. Who will you choose to become?